to be able to do that. So the next question that we pose, the question is, now that we can build a scalable, reliable web API, how is it that we can go about evangelizing that web API and making money off of that web API? And this is something that we've been thinking a lot about and something we're so excited to talk to you about today. We have a project that we call Microsoft Codename Dallas. Now, this was announced at PDC. But the key thing I want to get across today is if you think about this new world of the web APIs, the importance of Dallas becomes so clear. The ability for you to have an information marketplace where you as a developer can go up and find web APIs, find data sets that are interesting to you, and mash them up inside of your rich experiences. There is a real opportunity there for us to unleash all sorts of data and use it in new and fantastic ways. In addition, Dallas gives you a fantastic way, if you have a web API or if you have a data set, to take it to Dallas, not do any code at all, but bring your data and bring your business model and make money off of it. And we are absolutely excited about the opportunity that we have with Dallas and that we can partner with you on as well. And so what I'd like to do is show you the Dallas catalog, and then we are going to show an application that we have built utilizing all the different services that we've seen thus far in this keynote. So Jonathan, let's go in and go up and take a look at the Dallas portal, if we could, please. This is live today. If you go up to www.sqlazureservices.com, you can follow along with us. And Jonathan, if you'll click on catalog, what I would love to be able to do is take a quick tour. So there is a number of new data sets since PDC that we have up there. In fact, we have 25 brand new data sets from government agencies to one-man shops or one-person shops that are just exposing data to large data set providers are available inside of Dallas. And we want to find two different data sets because we're going to utilize it in an application. And following along in the movie themes, what I want to do is I want to go find some UPC information. So Jonathan, I know that we have partnered with Greg in order to get UPC data up there, which we see here. And we're going to take that UPC data and we're going to use it in an application. Could you please hit subscribe? In doing that, we'll go ahead and say we're going to accept the terms of use. And now we can start to drill in and take a look at that data. So what you see here is the Dallas exploration page. And let's go ahead and type in one of your favorite movies. Jonathan's an interesting guy. I've worked a lot with Don Box, and he knows GUIDs like they're coming out of his head. Jonathan's the only guy that I know that knows UPC codes. So this is a UPC code for one of his favorite movies, which is Ink. Speaking of which, the DVD for Ink is not around here. Isn't that?
Yeah, if somebody could bring it up on stage.
Yeah, somebody should bring the DVD.
It's in my backpack. That would be great,
it's
yeah.
in Jonathan's backpack. Great. We're going to need that later. And so, can we go ahead and hit the Atom tab, please? And what this is going to show is that all the data being returned from Dallas is utilizing those set of conventions that you saw previously with OData. And so if you look here, you see decimal, you see string, you see all that type information that's available to you. And we're going to make use of that in just a few moments. Can we go back, please, to the Dallas catalog? The next kind of data that I'd like to get out of this is I'd like to be able to get a set of movie times. Thank you very much. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Navtech data. And Navtech's really interesting. They've got a set of data where we can go up and based on location and based on movie name, go find local movies that are available today, movies that are showing. And we want to make use of that data as well. And if we drilled in and explored that data set, we could absolutely go in and do the same sorts of things we were doing before. But what we've done is we have built an application utilizing Windows Phone 7. As we've shown previously, if you have a Silverlight application, you can now take that library and leverage it directly in the Windows Phone 7 series. So we switch over the camera, please. What we've done is we built an application called Movie Finder. And what this does is it mashes up those four services that you've seen. The Netflix service, the service we just created utilizing checkbox-driven development, as well as the two data sets directly from Dallas. And so, Jonathan, let's go ahead and show folks how this works.
All right, so we'll click Search by UPC. And what we'll do is hold up the box for me if you can, Doug, and I'll hit Scan here. Took a picture of that, and now it's going to identify whether it can read the UPC code off of it.
So what this is doing is it's leveraging the power of the device and leveraging that data set that is available for you directly inside of Dallas. And then it goes and looks up that inside of Netflix and brings that information. Here's the synopsis directly from the Netflix API. Jonathan, can we scroll over and show people? You can also see here that all this related information was brought to you by those relationships that are inherent inside of the OData feed. So Jonathan, let's show the next thing where we've done the integration. What Jonathan has here is there's a button that he's going to go ahead and click. If you'll click it on the lower right-hand side, what that does is it does a post to the web API you just saw us build. The checkbox-driven API, that calls it directly. And the last thing that we want to show off is we'd like to be able to do a search, and we're going to do a search directly against the Netflix API. And Jonathan is going to search for a movie that is currently showing in theaters. It also happens to be in the Netflix catalog, which is pretty interesting. That does a search. He's going to find Alice in Wonderland. He's going to select that. And what's going to happen is we're going to do another call up to Dallas and determine that that movie actually has show times that are around. So we're leveraging the power of the device. We're leveraging the power of the Dallas data set. And you're seeing a four-way mashup directly inside of a Windows Phone application. So we are so excited about the opportunity for you as developers in order to be able to utilize that data set. But taking a step back, one of the most interesting things is how do you go get access to something like Dallas in order to evangelize your APIs, your data sets directly? If we could switch back to the slides, please. This is so important for you to have the capabilities to be able to get yourself listed on that marketplace, and in order for you to be able to specify your own terms of use, to be able to specify your own business model, and do that inside of Dallas. And we are so excited about this. Information, to paraphrase Stuart Brand, wants to be free, and information also wants to be expensive. And Dallas is a marketplace that fully embraces that. If you are a governmental agency, if you are a city, Dallas is a place where you can come bring your data and make it freely available to all developers. If you're a one-person shop that just has data that's sitting inside of an office someplace or in some corner, Dallas is a place where you can quickly onboard that data, bring your terms of use, and bring your business model and make money off of that. If you're just one person. In fact, we're going to see an example in just a second of someone who's doing exactly that. And if you're a large data provider, if you're a large API provider, you can come to Dallas, set your terms of use, you can set your pricing, and take advantage of the discoverability, the reliability, and the scalability, because Dallas is built on that same Windows Azure platform that the Netflix API is. And we are so excited about this, and we've been spending a lot of time with lots of customers who are just as excited about it as we are. And we've got a brief video we're going to show you now.
My name is Greg London, and I provide fully attributed UPC product data to a wide range of clients.
My name is Mark Nadell. I'm the Vice President of Partnering for Navtech.
My name is Bill Baker. I'm President of Weather Central.
Because each client is unique, and because I have multiple data sets, a client could call and require 4 of the 5 fields I have, 6 of the 10 fields I have. So I have to go in and create queries and extracts from my main data set in order to satisfy one particular client.
The problems that we have in growing our business is that the market is growing so fast. We're actively looking for ways to improve the distribution and access to the map and products that we provide.
Dallas enables me to be able to serve a wide range of clients who literally can look at my database online and say, these are the fields I want, these are the records I want, and check out automatically and receive the data on their terms.
For years, we've invested millions of dollars and many resources into developing a global weather data package that can deliver forecasts, historic data to the consumer on a point basis, longitude and latitude. The Dallas project now allows us to deliver that data to the consumers, to developers, to businesses, to incorporate that data into critical business-making decisions.
The back-end tools that will be made accessible to us will allow us to understand how customers are buying the existing products and to think about how to create new products or price them differently or package them differently.